Hello, I'm Richard Michael Alvarez.
I'm Chris Muller.
I'm Matthew Thomas Provenzel.
Welcome to another RMAFAQ. You ask questions at twitter.com/RichAlvarez and we're going to answer them. So, let's jump right in. First question is from Damon Pye, and he says, which season of SMB did you guys enjoy filming the most?
Maybe not... Well, okay, I guess we have to answer season. I guess maybe season 2 or 3? I really enjoyed filming season 4 as well, but I was going to say the movie was probably the most fun overall. For me. Matt?
I'd say season 4 or season 1. Maybe season 5 too. Season 5 is also fun.
Cool. I'd say season 2, probably because that was during the summer. Usually we film during the winter, but that was a summer season, and there were pretty much 2 weeks there we were just filming non-stop episodes. And of course, you guys know my favorite episode is episode 22, which was the first JMK episode, so yeah.
Actually, the first JMK episode was episode 7.
Richard's right.
Episode 22 was the
right. I'm sorry,
JMK episode with Scott Masterson.
I misspoke. I meant to say it was the first JMK episode with Scott Masterson. Sorry.
It's actually the only JMK episode with Scott Masterson.
Actually,
unless you count the Lost episode.
Alright. Next question is from Amy Catherine, and she says, random question from Matt, how many accents can you do, and which is your favorite one to do?
I can do a lot of accents because I'm in theater. I guess it just kind of does come a little bit naturally. There are some hard ones. I can do Irish, Italian, Scottish, German, Russian, Jamaican, believe it or not. Any kind of English accent. The favorite ones, I like doing Russian, I like doing German, and I can impersonate people too, but Russian and German are the most fun ones.
Start speaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's hear a couple accents, Mr. Matt.
It's not like I can speak the Russian accent. What is wrong with you? Why are you asking accent questions in the first place?
Next question is from Dan Tarr, who says, would you guys ever consider using Sony exclusive characters on TS/VGS like Kratos or Nathan Drake?
Well, we do have Lara Croft, who was a Sony exclusive back in the PlayStation days. But now she's also on Xbox and other things. Well, technically, Rich Alvarez, wasn't the first Tomb Raider imported to the Sega Saturn? I think it was. But after that, I'm pretty sure she was Sony exclusive. I would consider other Sony exclusive... I would consider other Sony exclusive I would consider other Sony exclusive characters if I could afford the costumes. I would love to have Kratos and, what's his name? Nathan Drake from Uncharted. That's right, yeah. I've played Uncharted, I just forgot his name. Alright, and somebody mentioned, I think in a comment somewhere, that Nathan Drake and Lara Croft could have some good chemistry, because they pretty much do the same thing, So I think that's a good idea. We just need money for costumes. So.
Jimmy Valentino asks, how would you introduce someone to Stupid Mario Bros. Prior to showing them an episode?
Well, these days I usually direct anybody I see who's interested in what I do to a more recent video that I've done. But if I do mention Stupid Mario Brothers, I usually tell people to start at episode 46 because it's one of my favorite episodes, and I believe that's when the series started actually looking and being good and everything. And even though I really enjoyed filming previous episodes from previous seasons and enjoy watching those ones, I just feel like people who don't know the show would enjoy the season 4 episodes more for some reason. But maybe that's just me. Matt? Stuff.
Wow, stuff.
Well, for me, usually I'll show people one of our music videos so they get used to, oh, live action Mario. And then, if they like it, unlike Richie, I'll just say start
because the Bob Hoskins movie did not get people used to live action Mario.
I take that back. If recently I did show somebody part of our show, but I said start episode 10. Where DK chases the Mario Bros. And it's not kind of plot relation to anything totally. So I showed them that, then I said go back to the episode 1 and watch the rest of it, and they did. So
episode 11's the one with the go-karts, right?
Yeah. I said 10.
No, I know.
But yeah, 11 is the go-kart one.
But yeah, I was just saying that was the go-kart one.
They watched that one, actually.
That's pretty much a good episode for anybody to see, especially since there's no dialogue.
Then in fact, you could watch that episode if you didn't even speak English.
Yeah, you could show your cousin in Greece.
You could watch it right now.
Yeah. Next question is Miles Cote, or Cott, I don't know how you say that, and he asks, The real question we want to know the answer to is, why is life? I'm guessing the answer is Matt. Matt.
Matt.
T2 Norway asks, water or milk? Water.
Water.
Milk.
Maria Ekstrom asks, Richie, did you shave just to play the Talon role, or did you just decide one day that you wanted a really short hair?
Well, I'm a really dedicated actor, you see, so, No, actually, it was about a week ago, I was shaving my beard off, and after I was done with my beard, I'm like, yeah, that feels pretty good. Meh. So, I just, my hair was getting really long and nasty, so, I was just like, it's 10 o'clock at night, I don't really have time to go to a barber or nothing, so, I just thought I'd shave it all off. And it was a lot shorter than this. I was, like, pretty much bald. So it's actually growing back pretty fast, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Diego Rodriguez asks, what are your guys' favorite game or game series?
Well, as many of you know from previous videos and forums, my favorite video game series is Final Fantasy. And when I say that, I mean like 1 to 10, because as you know, things have gotten a little bit shaky in recent years. But I also have enjoyed Metal Gear Solid. That's one of my favorite series. Resident Evil, the Fallout series is a favorite of mine. And just recently I got into the BioShock series, and that's pretty cool too. Matt? Or Chris? Whoever wanted to go first.
This is a great question, and whenever I answer this question, I'm afraid I'm gonna forget some really classic series. But, off the top of my head, with that, little bit of disclosure there.
Well, if they're really your favorite, Chris, you wouldn't forget.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by Richie, my favorite that I've continued to enjoy over the years is the Banjo-Kazooie series. Not Nuts and Bolts, because that was a travesty. But Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, fantastic games.
I'm noticing a pattern here with series where they get worse over time.
Yeah, well, go figure. And, but then there's a whole bunch of other ones. Of course, the Legend of Zelda series, the Mario series. Actually, some really fun ones are the Mario and Luigi Superstar Soccer series on the handheld device. And, of course, there's Fire Emblem. And even some more unknown ones, like Outtakes on the 64. I could go on and on and on. But, like I said, if I had to pick one classic one, Banjo-Kazooie. Matt?
Well, they all took the ones I was going to say, so I'll just say Madden.
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 Matt chooses Madden.
Madden, y'all.
And Golden Sun.
There you go. Nobody said Pokemon. Pokemon too. Okay, next question. Jack Robinson asks, where do a lot of your episode ideas come from?
Usually they come out of my brain.
Jeremy Cattle asks, if you could travel back in time to see any movie in the theater, what would it be and why?
A Troll in Central Park.
I was about 5 or 6 when Jurassic Park came out, and I did see it in theaters, but I feel like if I saw it in theaters now, then I would have an even better appreciation for possibly my favorite movie of all time. And actually, it is coming to theaters in 3D, even though I hate 3D, I'll see it because it's Jurassic Park this year, so I'm really excited for that.
I would go back in time to 2011, and I would watch the extended editions of Lord of the Rings in theaters, because they re-released them when the Blu-ray came out.
That's right.
But they only released each, for one day at one time, and I missed it, and I really love Lord of the Rings, so that would be the one that I'd choose.
And Matt already chose A Troll in Central Park.
Now that Matt got his goofy answer, let's hear the serious,
I would
autistic...
narrow it down to Singing in the Rain, A Clockwork Orange, or To Kill a Mockingbird.
Austin Piper asks, will we ever see the cool SMB effects that we used to see?
That's possible.
Caitlin Guthrow asks, how did you get all the cast members in SMB, and how did you decide to pick the roles for each one?
So it's like I'm hanging out with friends once in a while, and it'll be like, hey Matt, I'm doing this thing, and there's a part for Wario. Do you want to play Wario?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's like that.
Like that? Michael McCoy asks, in SMB, was there ever a character Richie almost killed off, but overall decided not to?
Actually, I almost killed off Wario in episode 75. I remember thinking that episode 75 needed someone to die so that it would be really, dramatic, and it would be really sad, after, Mona left him and everything. But then I talked to Chris, and I guess it was like, it's stupid Mario Brothers. It should have a happier ending. So, I had Mona come back and rescue him, and they all lived happily ever after, except for the darkness.
That's right. Matt, if it wasn't for me, you would have died. In a fictional online story.
Still.
Got your back.
Well, I guess, yeah, Darkness died, Decius died, a few others died.
And they came back.
They had it coming.
But I meant heroes. Out of all the heroes, I wanted a hero to die, but no one ended up dying.
Michael asks, is there any old Stupid Mario Brothers cast members we can expect to return in TSVGS?
I'm an old Stupid Mario Brothers cast member, and you can expect me every week, as well as Chris, and sometimes Matt.
And for those of you more astute followers, you noticed that the actress that played Pauline made a cameo in the Lon Lon Milk video we did last week.
Yes.
So there was that.
I'll be the only serious one in this group. Unlike these two. People like Doug and Kent, probably not within the next year. Maybe sometime in the later future, but to be honest, not anytime soon.
Matthew Provincial, answering the questions you want answered.
It's because they don't live near us anymore, but you know, if they ever visit and they're free, we'll try and get them in. The JB asks, what can we expect in future videos?
Acting. Well, that's the end of today's FAQ for the Rich Alvarez channel.
Thank you everyone who asked questions. For those of you who didn't get your questions answered, don't worry. We'll do this again soon and maybe you'll get in then. But that's it. Thanks for participating, and we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Adios.
That's how it's gonna end.
Bloopers!
Good news, everyone!
Welcome to another RMAFAQ. Richie, do you remember what our Twitter is this time?
Yes, I do. Do you want me to say it?
Jimmy Valentino asks, how would you introduce someone...
You're like, Jimmy Valentino, Matt's like... Hey, Valentino!
Valentino.
Yeah, you see, I'm a really dedicated actor, so... No, actually, it was funny. It's like a sheep. No!
Oh, it's all greasy and slimy and nasty and sweaty. I'm just kidding.
Right, let's start over. Let's cut out the part where Chris says I'm greasy and slimy. Like I was like slipping into like a Brooklyn accent. You know what? I've been in the business for 10 years, so I know it's real. Jack Robinson, that's a cool name.
Right.
Jack Robinson to save the world. I don't know why he sounds like Sean Connery.
We're using your name in a sketch, Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson, we're coming for you. Captain Jack Robinson.
Anybody who has the first name Jack pretty much has a movie name.
But Jack Robinson, that's like, I feel like that is already a
Jackie Robinson, I think, was a famous baseball player.
Jackie Robinson, yeah, like just Jack Robinson.
But Jack Robinson, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like Jack Robinson.
No disrespect to Jackie Robinson, he was a great
Jack Robinson,
baseball
3
player.
coming to a movie theater this summer.
Okay, I'm writing a sketch today. Jack Robinson.
You're a sketch, Jack Robinson. Watch out.
Your name in a sketch.
Jack Robinson asks, where do... Richie can't keep a straight face. Jack Robinson asks...
What are you trying to say? Ooh, tough question. Matt?
A troll in Central Park. Just kidding. Don't stop. Ask the... Start over. You might.
Sorry, I was assuming his name's Austin Piper.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
What you were doing.
Austin Piper, arch nemesis of Jack Robinson.
Arch nemesis of Norton, destroyer of galaxies.
Norton, destroy worlds.
I've made that joke since like season 2.
Norton. How did that start?
I said Norton antivirus, but I said Norton antivirus.
Norton antivirus. Who actually said? Did I say it? I was like Norton, destroyer of worlds. All right. I've had enough bloopers.
That's not as funny as Jack Robinson.
Radio thing. All right, enough commercials. Let's get back to the music.
Please subscribe. It's free and easy, just like watching our last FAQ video, which is full of fun and excitement. Hooray!
Twitter.com/BasicRichAlvarez or RMA Productions. Hello fans, thank you very much for going to Twitter.com/RichAlvarez and asking us some very important questions. Chris.